Hello friends, I'm Vikram from eZeon Technologies. Welcome to my Spring Framework project work series. I hope you are enjoying my video series. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe to get more updates. In my previous video session, I discussed about the DAO making and we have completed user DAO, and in my today's video I'm going to talk about complete the second DAO, which is my contact DAO. So look at this contact DAO interface. So this is my contact DAO. We have methods here, and I'm going to implement here all these methods. So create a class here. So let me call this a contact DAO implementation. So this is my contact DAO implementation, and let me make it repository as we have done in the previous DAO, and make it inherit from the base DAO, right, and implement the contact DAO. This is done. Now implement all these methods, and let me write the code here for save. So I required here query string SQL. So this is insert into contact, and let me copy here column names. So these are the column names I'm going to insert. Copy short name, insert into contact, and user ID will be there because it is a foreign key. Name is required, it's a contact name. Then email address, then address, and then remark. Right, these are the values I'm going to insert here. Insert into contact, and this is values, and let me bind these values. I'm going to use named parameter here. So these are the named parameters. This is colon, right. So this is my insert query, insert into this table. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to create a map to bind the value for named parameter. So create from hash map and import that map. This is map. Now map dot put bind values one by one. So user ID, and this will be your contact dot get user ID. Okay, bind all values, then name will be there, then phone number will be there, then email, then address, and last remark. So these are the values you can bind here. Fine, and change this get name, and this is your phone number, and then get email address, then get the address here, and this is get remark. So these are the values I'm going to use here. Now create here parameter source. So this is SQL parameter source. So parameter source equals to new. I'm going to use map. So this is map based parameter source. So this is map, and let me update, and one more object required here, key holder, because I want to get the auto generated ID. So this is key holder, and this key holder from Spring support package. Okay, key holder, and my key holder will be generated key holder, and then get named parameter JDBC template dot update, and these are the objects, right? All set. And now get the value from key holder. Auto generated ID you can get from the key holder and bind to the domain here, which is your contact. So as we have done in the previous DAO, so c dot set, this is contact ID, and key holder dot get key dot int value, so integer value. Now this DAO is ready, so probably this will work fine without any problem. So this is ready. I'm not going to test all the operations here because I hope everything will work. If anything goes wrong, I will debug while using all these DAOs. But in actual practices, you should test all the DAOs side by side, right? Or you can use some JUnit kind of framework to do the unit testing. But I have not used here as it is my simple projects. So now the second operation I am going to implement. Let's hope this will work fine. Now the second operation I am going to use here is, this is my update operation. So let me copy paste, and this is update contact, and these are the values. Update contact, set user ID equals to user ID, and name equals to name, and this is phone number equals to this phone, and email is this one, correct? Then address, and then remark. So these are the fields I'm using. Set value for these many fields, and where one more thing, I'm not going to change the user, so this is not required. User ID, the foreign key will be same. So name, phone, email address, remark you can update, where this contact ID is a primary key equals to this contact ID, right? So we have got here all the values. Now bind all the details. So this is, let me bind to the contact ID, and this is get contact ID, right? Name, phone, email, address, it's all fine, and remark. So all the fields can be reused. Name, phone, email, address, remark. Okay, name, phone, email, address, remark, then contact ID. Perfect. Sequence can be changed. So I have used contact ID at the first. Now just update. So get named parameter jdbc template dot update, call this method and pass the map here. Look at this. In my previous example I'm using key holder and this parameter source, because parameter source is used with the key holder, and here I don't require key holder because I'm not going to get any value, because when you update any record, no automatic primary key will be generated. So that is only required for the save. So this is done. So I hope this will work. You can test at your level, and I will use this, and if I get any problem I will side by side debug and update it. So no problem. Now do the delete operation. So I will implement this delete first. So let's write here query delete from contact, where this is contact ID equals to question mark. Now I'm going to call that get JDBC template object from the parent, and this is my update method. This can work. So this update I'm going to use, and query and this contact ID. So delete this record whose ID is given by the user from this argument, and this delete method I can reuse here. So this dot delete and pass the contact ID here. So this is the contact ID I will get here from the contact object, and which is then given to the second method, right? So this will work. Now find by ID I am going to use, so create a query for that. Select, I'm going to use all these columns, so it is good habit to specify the set of columns here. So these are the columns I'm going to use. Just a moment. Select these columns, user ID, one more thing, contact ID I want here. This is contact ID, user ID, name, phone, email address, remark, right? All these values are required from contact table, where this is my contact ID equals to question mark. So this is ready and you can bind this. Now get the value from get JDBC template dot query for object if you are accessing the single record. So this is query for object and pass the query and new row mapper. So this is my contact row mapper as we have created in previous videos. Sorry, contact row mapper, we have already created this and we need to pass the value for that question mark. So this is the question mark I'm going to bind here and bind the value here, this contact ID, right? So it's done. This will work and return the direct value here. Okay, now I can access find all using the similar technique. So just copy paste that. So I will get all the values, no problem, but I don't require this where clause, right? If required you can use here order by option in your query, and this time it is query method and no argument required. Okay, so this will return all the contacts. And one more method I'm going to use here, right? This is my find by property. So select these values from this one, where this will be my property name, this will be the column name, and the value will be passed here. So this will be the value, right? So it is all fine now. So this is now query, just query. So these are the methods I have implemented. I hope all these methods will work without any problem. Let's see if we get some problem while calling these methods, we'll debug and fix the problems. So this is right, this will work, and this is enough for this video session. We will talk about more in coming video series about this project work. So if you have any problem while making DAOs or any difficulty in working on the project, you can ask in the comments. And if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe for more updates. Thank you very much for watching and see you in next video.